Welcome everyone to Leicester Fan TV. I'm Lee Chapman, aka Lee Chappy. Give me a follow at Lee_Chappy on Twitter and socials. Right, LeicesterFanTV.com. You know the story, you know the score. We're going live on Love Sport Radio right now. It's DAB, Love Sport Radio, or you can check their website at Love Sport Radio. Right, let's get it in. Come on. Here they come. They're calling. Here we go. Here we go.
From 24 points. It is quite incredible what they are doing this season under Brendan Rodgers, that first full season in charge, and a man now who I know is going to be more excited, more passionate than me. It is, of course, Lee Chappy from Leicester Fan TV. You may have to adjust your volume tonight because I'm guessing, Lee, you are absolutely buzzing with what's going on right now.
I don't quite understand what's going on. I think we've said this now for the last few weeks in a row now. It's getting to a point where, like, Jesus, this roller coaster that Leicester, usually as fans on a roller coaster at Leicester, we go up, down, up, down. This just seems to be like one of those really long inclines that just keep going, and you think, geez, this is high. How high can we go?
Well, this is it. How high is the top of that mountain? Because, you know, we was getting excited. It was 6 games. Then they equalled it to 7 games. Now it is the best ever league run that Leicester City have had. 8 games. And I'm almost getting nervous now when I'm watching it. I'm always nervous, but I'm like, where does this streak end? Because genuinely, I mean, I can't believe it from the style of football and the players and the team spirit they have. But I almost, in a sense, I can't quite believe the run and the momentum they have right now.
The run that we have right now, I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. You know, we had a big discussion on Leicester Fan TV. We all went out for something to eat after the last game at home, and we all discussed, is the Champions League, not the Champions League, sorry, the Champions winning side of the Premier League, or this side, the sexier football, the better team. Which is the better team, and it's really difficult to pick out now.
It's really difficult because we know how much that team will forever live in Leicester City's memories and hearts, because that was the team that won you the Premier League season 15-16. But this team has smashed it from a stats point of view. You know, you're on a better run. You know, you're more of a points at the stage that they were in that season. So there is an argument behind it. I mean, 6 points in front of nearest challengers Man City, who are supposedly meant to be the second team in this 2-horse race. You're 8 behind Liverpool. I mean, all the momentum and all the confidence is with you, isn't it?
Look at the forms. Look at the form. Liverpool and Leicester are at the top. Look at the last 5. Both teams 5 wins on the bounce in terms of last out of 5. Leicester obviously 8 and 8 now. Man City are a win, loss, draw kind of momentum. I can't see them keeping up with us two, to be quite honest with you. And the results also helped out. Look at Man United beat Man City. That helps us out. Just all the results at the weekend practically helped us out.
Absolutely. And Lee, you're on such a good run at the minute that in 15 of the past 27 Premier League seasons, Leicester would be sitting top of the table after 16 games with the points tally that they currently have. That is incredible. It just shows you how well that Liverpool are doing. If it wasn't for their brilliant form, Leicester would be running away with it at the minute.
So you need to make sure, obviously.
Yeah, but you know they have a history of slipping, so who knows? Liverpool. I think there's a stat here for you. I got this one. I dug this one out. I think they're the only team to ever be top at Christmas to never have actually won the league.
Yeah. You know, Liverpool do have a history of folding after Christmas. Maybe the pressure getting to them. Lee, you've always been a believer. You're always passionate about your team. But is there growing belief now in the fans? Because I always say it: top 6, top 8, top 4. Now, you know, this is a torch race. Forget that you have to make the Champions League. Are you saying then, because you're giving that Liverpool stat, that we're in this, why not? You know, this is a torch race and it's us.
Brendan Rodgers wants to do it. You know he does. He would love nothing more than to do that. You just know it. I can feel it in his press conferences, and I just feel it. You know, that's the game. That's the game,
mate. The magic of the team at the minute, I literally enjoy every Tuesday night we get to. It's incredible what's happening in front of our very eyes. You know, you spoke about the manager, and Brendan Rodgers. He howled that historic day. You know, and he doesn't mind. He said, "Look, we're going under the radar," which I know, Lee, you said was nice, and it's what you wanted. And Brendan Rodgers is happy about that. But Johnny Evans, he said it slightly differently. He said afterwards that it's finally good. Leicester are being talked about and they are being noticed. So what did you make about it? Because he was going against yourself and Brendan there.
You know what? I'm not sure, you know, because if you... how I see the media looking at the league is that they seem to just blank us out. They like sort of rub us out on the background of those posters you see at the table. You would just see like Leicester's name and badge is just rubbed out. All the stats and all the points, it's all rubbed out. We don't exist.
And then
well,
we don't. They don't talk about it. It's like apart from wanting to raid us, obviously, they don't want. They just don't want nothing to do with Leicester City Football Club in the top six. I don't know what it is.
Really, even though at the minute, you know, me and you are throwing stats about, you know, 8 games in a row. Look, we're talking about, you know, Jamie Vardy becoming the first player to score 8 consecutive Premier League appearances since he done it himself, which was 11 in a row in 2015. And Leicester have won their last 4 away Premier League matches by an aggregate score of 17-1.
Wait for his shit.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I think overall in the last is it 8 games? Is it 20 something, 22 goals all in again? Yeah, it's just it's mind-boggling. Like I've just said early on the show, I'm just enjoying the ride. Let's just keep going up and up and up. Reach the top, reach the summit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the view from that summit, and it's strange, you know, because you know we're all worried, we're all concerned as fans. We all love a run, we all get excited, but when a run is not almost too goodly, but we start going, where's this trapdoor? When is it all going to come to tears? You know, because eventually it will end, and that's the fear that they take into a game, because you almost think we have to have an off day soon. But the way they're playing at the minute, these aren't narrow victories. You know, we haven't even touched on the Aston Villa game. This isn't a lucky 1-0 win or a 2-1 win with an own goal. They are tearing teams apart still. It doesn't look like happening whatsoever.
I know. Brendan Rodgers has found players like Iheanacho that most of us wrote off, and he's found Iheanacho. He's just playing amazing stuff. He came on. Was it against? Was it Watford? He came on against Watford at home. I think it was, and he turned that game around. And then he started against Villa. My God, what a player he was! That through ball to Vards. Who was it? He megged beforehand. He megged someone beforehand. Through ball to Vard and got the assist. Yeah, it's just, oh man, Rodgers is just making all these players just shine. It's just like he's clicked his fingers and magic's happening.
Yes, unbelievable. They seem to be firing on all cylinders at once, which is what you want from a team with title aspirations. Whether they had those title aspirations from the start or not, they are there. But the re-emergence of Iheanacho, you know, you spoke about how you thought he can't get back into the fold, and now he is flourishing for the side.
I did. I said, I'll openly admit, hands up. I've said it on a video before as well. I thought his Premier League days at Leicester City were numbered, if not done. You know, and I said if he ever bounces back and, you know, proves us all wrong, I'll eat my hat. Well, I've already eaten my scarf. But
Lee, we get to talk. It's crazy because every Tuesday we talk and we're like, it's another victory. You know, it makes for a brilliant show. But I'm worried that like when we don't get to do it, because you know every week we're on such a high, and it's sort of, you know, it's like a lottery rollover. You know, no one's collecting that jackpot. We just keep getting to talk about it each week, and I'm worried for when it sort of does disperse, this little bubble we're in at the minute, because I watch it and, you know, I'm thinking, I can't believe this. Me and Lee are gonna, you know, we're getting to talk about this run that you're on at the minute. It's just absolute scenes.
I think is it the Tuesday show? Is it Christmas Eve? We're doing a Tuesday show. I think we are. I think that's going to be the one that will be the big question mark, because the Saturday's the Man City game, isn't it? The 21st of December.
They're having problems, like you said, Lee.
They are. You know, and if we can perform anything like we did when we went to the Etihad and won the league that year, if you remember that, Riyad Mahrez flip-flap, took the player, smashed it past Joe Hart and ran off, you know. Yeah. If we can play anything like that day, you know, we'll be in for a good shot. And then obviously there's Liverpool on the Thursday, the Boxing Day 8 o'clock kickoff as well. So it's two of the most important fixtures of the season for Leicester, I think. And the Liverpool one in particular is probably a title decider, I think. If they win it, they've ran away with it. If we win, we close the gap, and it makes it even more interesting.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, the games, we know they come thick and fast around the Christmas period, but the double-header that you have there, absolutely massive. And was there any worry, just Lee, on that Villa game? You know, obviously it was 4-1, but, you know, Grealish pulled a goal back, it was 2-1. Did you have anything, oh, here they come, the Villa fight back? And it's two questions, really, because if you did, that was quickly dispelled. You know, Johnny Evans scoring straight away. Leicester City have a knack for scoring goals at the right moment, the crucial moment in games.
It was a great header, by the way, Johnny Evans. He took that really well. He reminds me of Robert Huth's head, actually. But going on to the actual fixture, you know, Leicester, they were clinical. I think, to be honest with you, could have been probably more clinical. We could have had 7 goals, I think. There was Harvey Barnes, I think, threw one over the bar. There was quite a few. I think really it was put to bed early. I don't think Villa had much of a chance. We completely outperformed, outplayed them, and what a great away victory again, a great away day for the lads. Jamie Vardy, like I said, is 8-8. We've got Norwich next, and then we've got Man City and Liverpool in the Premier League. So it will land on Liverpool. If he can break his own record, it will be against technically the title deciding team.
Oh, when you say it like that, I mean, I have to pinch myself. Unbelievable. I can't
It's almost written in the stars.
It is, and that's why I love it. That is what makes sport, certainly football. But it is Norwich next, and I used to make a point, the home form under Rodgers is so good. You know, he's only lost 1 at home, etc. But we spoke about the last 4 away Premier League games, 17-1 on aggregate. But it is Norwich on the weekend, and I mean, I say Norwich on the weekend. At the minute, it's whoever on the weekend. There's no fear. It's just another game we roll on.
Yeah, that's how it is at the minute. That's why I'm getting a little bit muddled of who we were playing next on the on the lineups, because I think we're taking this momentum and just not worrying about who we're playing. Let's just worry about how we're playing, and we've got nothing to worry about. So it's just my head's gone.
So what is your score prediction, Lee, for Saturday?
Well, look, I think, did they beat Everton not long ago? I think they put Everton over.
Yeah, that was what helped them get out, didn't they?
Yeah, I think we're going to slaughter them, to be honest with you. There's not much between the sides. We've only played 7 in total each, 4 wins to us, 3 losses. I think we're going to, with our momentum, with our form, we're going to smash them. I think probably 3-0, 3-1. They might get a cheeky goal, but 3-0.
Lee, you're good enough to give him a go. Lee, always a pleasure talking to you. Our time's too short, especially when it's on an 8-game winning streak.
I know, I enjoy this.
Mate, I love it. Mate, it makes every show a little bit sweeter when you're winning. Believe you me, I have to talk to others and they're not winning. And it's never as good, but you always manage to bring the show up. Lee, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Lee Chappie there from Leicester Fan TV on the Leicester Fan Show. And you can get any show on Love Sport Radio from Monday, national radio. We are going national. The fans have spoken. You can find us up and down the country. And this is the Leicester City Fan Show, and we'll be back after the break with another very special guest.
Okay, and that was me on Love Sport Radio Live. Absolutely love that show. Make sure you follow them on socials, Love Sport Radio. They have just gone national as well, so it's national radio now. Woo! We're on national radio. It's mad. So yeah, give them a follow and listen to them at Love Sport Radio. Right. That's enough for me. Leicester Fan TV, Lee Chappie. Follow us all socials. You know what to do by now. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll be there at the King Power Stadium at the weekend. I can't wait. I'll see you there, guys.